Hello everyone, and recently there's been some new Thomas and Friends merch released. Some Trackmasters, some push-alongs. I think they're for the new show. But anyway, I was gonna react to them and give my honest opinions. I was gonna do a whole compilation video, for New Year's, of all the stuff that Mattel has given us, or all the news that has been released for this year. Not just including the new show, just for toys and stuff that we got this year. But I don't know if I'm still doing that because other people are doing it. I don't want it to look like I'm copying them, even though I've had this idea since July, and I haven't started working on it until now. But yeah, I think I might still do that. But I decided to talk about these now since, oh boy, I have some opinions. Anyway, sorry if I sound sick because I am. So yeah, that's why I sound weird. Anyway, into the video. Alright, so here we have the leaked image of the motorized Thomas, and I've got to say, he doesn't look horrible. I honestly think I like the body better than the motorized 2025 Thomas. Because I just feel that this one isn't as stretched out, to be bigger as much. I feel like it could just be what it is. There are other things like the buffers not being painted, the couplings not being painted, the lamp not being painted, which is really only painted if the chassis, the running board is painted. The whistle isn't painted. I like that it has windows, though. The handrails look nice. I like that there's a wheel in the middle, and it's as big as the other ones, but I don't think it moves. It's just a dummy wheel. And they don't have a switch on the top. They have, a little button, so I'm interested to see how that works. I don't think it's a talking engine. It's probably just easier for children to just press it so they can go, and they can just press the button for it to stop. Anyway, those are my thoughts on Thomas. Overall, he's a solid 7 out of 10. And I don't really think there's anything wrong with him except for his face. But now let's move on to his truck. Oh boy. First of all, it has such small wheels. I don't even know why. And if you look right here, it looks like they're using magnets like they've been going back to for the new push-alongs, which, oh god, they keep getting worse and worse. The bright blue color doesn't help. I just don't like the truck. But honestly, overall, I would probably buy the pack anyway. Now we go on to Percy. That voice crack was insane. Anyway, so we move on to Percy. And just like Thomas, he doesn't have painted buffers or couplings or a lamp or running board. There's this big red space in, the middle of his wheels. He has the same, coupling rod. Not coupling rods. He has the same side rods, and that kind of, is a little jarring, but that's okay. He has the top button. His whistle and dome are actually, His whistle and dome are actually gold, so that's nice. His number 6 looks normal. Push along, Percy. And then the mail truck is just where it goes downhill again. But I want to talk about Percy's face first, because that doesn't look like Percy at all. At all. But honestly, it's better than some of the next ones. Honestly, that Percy is a 5. No. Percy's an 8. I give Percy an 8. Honestly, probably be a 10 if it weren't for the face. But again, the rolling stock is just so massive. The actual mail van itself is massive, and then the wheels are so small. Overall, I'd give Percy about probably an 8. If it wasn't for the face, it'd probably be a 10. Anyway, I'd definitely buy this pack. Moving on to James, we can see a lot of things. First off, his face looks more like Edward than James, and I don't even think that looks like Edward at all. He's just so stretched out and long. His front bogey is just, so small. His wheels are just, they just look so off. One looks, the middle wheel doesn't even move, looks down, and then the motor wheel is just, oh god. He also has the button where you can just push it. No painted handrails on the smoke box. No painted buffers, couplings, or lamp. And the tender has removable coal. That's really it. And his tender has the small wheels. That's all I have to say for James. Honestly, I give him a 4 or a 3. I give him a 2, honestly, actually. Because I can't even just say anything's good about it. I just don't like the model. It's just not good at all. Now, Gordon, I actually think is better than James because, well, I don't really have a reason. But for some reason, he's a cool metallic blue instead of, the NWR blue like Thomas. His face, again, is just weird. Actually, I like the front better than the 2025 motorized one. It just looks better. Actually, everything is in proportion. It's, like, okay until we get to the wheels. Because it's just so janky. There's one, like, flywheel that's just in the front all by itself. And there's, like, 3 more wheels that, you know, have the same different size variation, whatever. And then we have, like, just a wheel just flying in the back there. And then we have the 2 wheels in the tender. And that's just kind of it. There's a removable coal in the tender, unpainted, everything. Actually, this one Gordon has, lamp irons. Sorry, I couldn't think of the name. His cylinder's really small, and there's a really weird, like, connection with, like, the, handrails on the side of the cab. It just looks so weird. Honestly, I'm probably gonna go Gordon, like, a 6. Because it's not the worst, it just has a few bad features. And now we get to our last engine of the motorized range, which is the worst one. Nia. She takes something from every one of the engines. She takes Gordon's bogies, the elongatedness from James, well, the horrible faces from all of them, the unpainted whistle from Thomas, and horrible rolling stock from Percy. I didn't really have an example for that one. But she looks so bad. I'm not even a Nia hater. I actually like the Girl Beak Adventures. Well, for the most part. Yeah. I actually have one more thing to say. What even is the cargo? Like, what is that? And unfortunately, these take-alongs, push-along things don't get any better. So this is basically just the scaled-down version of the motorized Gordon. The wheels are better proportionate, I can say. I really like the body of Gordon, probably better than the 2025 one, which is the 2019 one. Let's see, there's nothing else really to say. It still has a janky handrail connection. It has 2 of the lamps. It has a magnet. The tender just, why is there just a huge space between the wheels? Like, why is that? Overall, I guess it's, like, okay. Probably still wouldn't buy it, though. And another thing, the face. Oh, God. I really hope this is not how they look in the show. And these are prototypes. Overall, Gordon's probably a 4, maybe. Next is Henry. He actually doesn't look too bad. Except for the face. And the tender. I don't like the tender. But just why the space? Like, just generally, why is there a space between the wheels on Henry's tender? On all the tenders, actually. Otherwise, everything's okay, but why? And why are we bringing back the magnets? What was wrong with the push-along Trackmaster connections? Because those were honestly sturdier anyway. Anyway, I'm giving Henry like an 8. You know, mostly because of the face and the tender, but that's it. James is basically a combination of his Trackmaster version and his push-along version, the 2025 version. The only really thing I have to say about this is why the space for the wheels. It's just honestly making me mad. And it stretches out the tender, and it just looks so bad. And in the face, why? It just looks so bad. Overall, probably this James would probably be like a 4. But tell me this image is not haunting. And for the last item of the video, we have the push-along, take-along, whatever, Annie. Because it's like a little A, like a crest on the side instead of their names. Well, I'm pretty sure it's an A. Anyway, I heard that, like, Season 12 concept art showed them with gray faces. But this just looks so wrong. On Harold, it didn't, but on Annie, it just does. Please, Mattel, just stop. Overall, I give this item, like, a 7 because I like the actual, like, coach part and the rendering of it. The face is just horrendous, like, for most of these. And honestly, I would get, like, so many of these as a joke. Like, I'm not even kidding. I would probably buy a lot of these. So, what did we take away from this? Well, worst Christmas ever. I'm just kidding. I assume your Christmases were fine, but these announcements were just not it. I really hope these are just prototypes or, like, AI slop, because if these were actual toys, that'd be really disappointing. Like, we're moving backwards here, Mattel. Honestly, I can't really say anything good about these models. Honestly, I can't really say anything good about these models. Some of the tooling is horrendous. The wheels are horrendous. The faces are horrendous. And the sizing is just not there. Honestly, half of these engines' faces look like they just got out of a crack house. People at Mattel need to be fired for allowing these to be leaked onto Amazon. I really hope this was just like a glitch or something, because this is just like really sad to actually have these as Thomas toys. And to the people who said the 2025 lines were bad, I would like love to see the reaction to these toys, because it's like Wubba, then All Engines Go, then when the All Engines Go finally ends, we start getting good merch again, and then it's just like all downhill. Like, do better, Mattel. Anyway, Merry Christmas, and to all a good night.